Welcome to English Stories Journey. Listen, relax, and grow your English with every story. Do you know your neighbors well? Sometimes neighbors are kind. Sometimes they are strange. And sometimes neighbors are very, very funny. Let's listen to a story about Mr. Brown and Mrs. Green. They live next door, and they are not boring. Mr. Brown is a man who loves his morning. Every morning he drinks coffee. Every morning he reads the newspaper. And every morning he waters his flowers. But Mr. Brown is not quiet. He sings when he waters the flowers. He sings very loudly. La la la, la la la. Mrs. Green, his neighbor, is still sleeping. She opens her window and shouts, "Mr. Brown, please stop singing! It is 7 o'clock. People are sleeping." Mr. Brown smiles. He says, "Good morning, Mrs. Green. Singing is good for the flowers." Mrs. Green closes her window and says to herself, "Flowers don't need music. Flowers need water." Mrs. Green loves animals. She has a cat. The cat's name is Princess. Princess is a big, white cat. Princess thinks she is a queen. She walks slowly. She looks at people like she is the boss. One day, Princess jumps into Mr. Brown's garden. She sits on his flowers. She is very comfortable. She does not move. Mr. Brown comes with his watering can. He sees Princess. "Oh no! My flowers! Please, Princess, get up!" But Princess does not move. She closes her eyes. She sleeps on the flowers. Mr. Brown does not want to fight with the cat. He looks at her and says, "Okay, Princess, today the flowers are your bed." He waters around her carefully. From her window, Mrs. Green shouts, "Don't scare my cat, Mr. Brown." Mr. Brown laughs and says, "Don't worry, Mrs. Green. Your cat is the queen of my garden." The next day, Mrs. Green decides to clean her house. She uses the vacuum cleaner. Vroom, vroom. The sound is very loud. Mr. Brown is in his kitchen. He cannot read his newspaper. He cannot listen to music. He shouts through the wall, "Mrs. Green, your vacuum is very loud." Mrs. Green answers, "And your singing is loud too. We are even now." Mr. Brown thinks for a moment. Then he starts singing again, very loudly. La la la, tra la la. Mrs. Green laughs. She turns her vacuum even louder. Verm, verm. Now the whole building is noisy. The postman comes to the door. He shakes his head and says, "These neighbors are crazy." On Saturday, Mrs. Green cooks fish. The smell goes everywhere. Mr. Brown smells it and does not like it. He opens his window and waves his hand. "Ugh, fish again! Why always fish?" Mrs. Green shouts, "Because I like fish, and my cat likes fish too." Mr. Brown decides to cook something too. He cooks onions, a lot of onions. The smell is very, very strong. Now Mrs. Green opens her window. "Oh no! Onions! My eyes are crying!" Mr. Brown laughs and says, "Now we are even again." One Sunday afternoon, the neighbors both have a problem. Mr. Brown's water pipe breaks. Water goes everywhere in his kitchen. At the same time, Mrs. Green's electricity stops working. Her house is dark. They both open their doors at the same time. "Oh no," says Mr. Brown. "Oh no," says Mrs. Green. They look at each other. They laugh. Mr. Brown says, "I can fix electricity, but I cannot fix water." Mrs. Green says, "I can fix water, but I cannot fix electricity." So they help each other. Mrs. Green fixes Mr. Brown's pipe. Mr. Brown fixes Mrs. Green's electricity. When they finish, they sit down together. Mr. Brown makes coffee. Mrs. Green brings cookies. Mrs. Green says, "You are not a bad neighbor, Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown smiles. You are not a bad neighbor, Mrs. Green. Princess the cat jumps on the table and eats a cookie. They both laugh. Later that evening, Mr. Brown starts singing again. But this time, he sings softly. Mrs. Green listens. She smiles. She opens her window and shouts, Mr. Brown, your singing is better when it is quiet. Mr. Brown laughs and says, and your vacuum is better when it is off. From the street, the postman hears them again. He shakes his head and says, crazy neighbors, but maybe happy neighbors. Do you have funny neighbors like Mr. Brown and Mrs. Green?